Hello, welcome to New Thought Tuesdays. Better late than never. We are here on Time in the Mind of God to talk to you how to achieve breakthrough success in your life by using a spiritual coach or licensed practitioner. I'm here with my comrade in arms, Rich Smith. I'm Dean Regan. Hey, Rich.
Hey, so I had a little mix up there. So if you go on our Facebook page, you'll see that we already started recording, but we messed up. So here we are again.
Here we are.
Yeah,
So,
we go live.
what we're talking about today is this idea of, we talk about spiritual practice all the time. And one of the things that is a part of our list of spiritual practices, practices that you can use to encourage and enhance and establish, in some cases, your spiritual practice, is the use of a spiritual practitioner. A practitioner, there are licensed practitioners. For instance, I'm a licensed practitioner. Rich is a spiritual teacher, well studied in these. He considers himself a spiritual coach, a spiritual teacher. And so we both work with clients. And the thing is, I tend to work on one-on-one with clients and retreats with clients, as does Rich. And Rich, what is your when we talk about working with a spiritual coach, what is it that you bring to the table for somebody's spiritual practice as a coach?
Actually, yeah. Like you say, I'm more of a teacher than a practitioner, although I do practitioner work. Basically, what I do is I just keep people aligned with, the truth of who they are as unique, individualized expressions of the infinite, unlimited in their potential to create whatever they desire to create. And so I help them break through the fear, doubt, and worry, or the blocks that are keeping them from their success. And I do that using my 52 laws and principles of the infinite filmmaker. These are 52 spiritual principles that I use that are based on the metaphor that your life is a movie and it's created by an infinite filmmaker, God, divine presence, and there's no limit to what it can create in your movie called life. And so I try to shift people's thinking around so that they begin to understand that they're not really doing this all on their own, and they're not having some God, divine presence out there doing something to them. It's working through them, in and as and through them. And when they open up to that, they allow their good, which is always knocking on their door, as I say, come through. And so basically that's my teaching. How about you, Dean?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, what my job is to love. My job is to love and to know the truth
Yeah.
for and about my clients, to come with a perspective of love, to come with spiritual training, an expert, acute, loving sense of spiritual principles, and to bring these into connection with my clients for them to help them have relief from any error that they're holding as true.
Yeah.
Limited beliefs. We always talk about identifying what the limiting belief is. And then you simply, sometimes not easily, but simply identify what the God-given truth is, not this false belief. And you focus on the God-given truth, tipping your hat at the false belief, including that in a denial, and working with your clients, knowing the truth for them.
Yeah. Yes. When you speak about truth, what is the truth? The truth for each individual person is what they believe. And if it's measured according to your belief, as the master said thousands of years ago, then whatever you believe is what you're going to be able to create. And if you want to create something, believing in it is much stronger than disbelief in it. And having that, like I said, that fear, doubt, or worry, and move into faith, hope, and love, as you say. And so spiritual truth, what is truth? Right now I'm working on what is my truth, you know, and it keeps coming up for me that my truth is I'm here to work with individuals in the entertainment business as a mentor, a coach, to have them have breakthroughs so that they can go out and create movies that inspire, enlighten, and entertain, and make some transformational changes in the world and the way people think about life. And so it's like a reflection of what I've been doing my whole life is, I come in and I teach other people to do the same. So instead of, as a practitioner, and I think I spoke about this earlier, Dean, that as a practitioner, you you hold in your consciousness the truth for the person. And then what I try to do is I work with the person so that they begin to see their truth. And then they can start doing the treatments and visioning and all of these other things on their own.
And you point out, as you were saying, began speaking, that you have been doing your own work as a spiritual coach, as a man of God, is how I refer to you as well. And this is a process that continues on. It's not like you become a minister and okay, you know all it, and then okay, that's it. I know it. There it is. It's really an ongoing process. And when I work with clients, days, weeks, months, years, sometimes, depending on the client, depending on what their divine desire is, you begin to cultivate these truths so they become rock solid. What used to be like standing on shifting soil becomes rock solid, to have the trust, because you talk about blame, shame, regret, and that kind of thing. You're moving out of that victim area into the trust, the ability to forgive, to have thanksgiving. And that's what spiritual coaches do and licensed practitioners, they do. They help you see the truth that perhaps you cannot see at this moment. And I use them all the time, because there be times when I don't know, I am needing to know the truth. At the beginning of this session, when we've got all of kinds, before you guys came online, we had all kinds of technical things going on. Works my last nerve. Like, here we go again. And I'm just going, Dean, breathe and know the truth of trust. All the while, my human self is going, I'm feeling embarrassment, I'm feeling frustration, I'm feeling all of these things. And still, I'm a child of God, expressing all of these wonderful things right here and right now. So we practice our practitioner of ourselves, and I use practitioners myself. I go all the time. These are important things. And that's that's been the key things. And the key things I've seen with my own clients is just like, wow, this is so cool. This is so cool. I was just using an analogy. It's like, hey, client, it's like you're taking, yes, there was a challenge there, but it's like you've been taking 49 steps forward and 3.5 steps back. You're not back to square one. You are free of all of these restraints and all of these conditions that used to seem rock solid to you. And that's what a spiritual practitioner does. That's what a spiritual coach does. It's to know the truth for you and to point it out.
Yeah. We keep talking about truth. And for especially me, my creatives in the entertainment business, they're like, well, I know the truth. Truth is that it's really difficult to raise money for my film. It's really difficult to, create that song, or, it takes me a long time to do it, or looking at a blank page if you're a writer. That's the truth. And so, but what is the truth, Dean, right? For me,
Well,
it's really very simple. There's one power, one presence, one life. That life is the life of the divine. It's perfect, whole, and complete. It's working in and as and through you. You are perfect, whole, and complete. And if you get into that mindset, then all of a sudden you start to realize that things go wrong, with our broadcast, which they did this morning. And that's okay. People make mistakes. It's all cool. We're going to come back on again, and we're going to do it. And we're going to be guided by that, the divine within, which is peaceful and joyful, and have a good time doing it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And when you aren't, to be aware of what's going on and what your limiting belief, hello, Dean, limiting belief is here, and to be attuned to it and get relief from it, provide yourself with spiritual relief from it, to really look at, as you were saying, what is the truth? There is no life, truth, intelligence, nor substance and matter. All is infinite mind. That's a truth that Mary Baker Eddy spoke of in her scientific statement of being. And that, when I just start into that, I'm off and running. That's what the spiritual coaches and practitioners do with us and for us. They provide us information that we can embrace. And so in the case where you're talking with your clients, and my clients are really spiritual leaders and emerging spiritual leaders. Now they come in many forms and shapes. They can be attorneys or accountants or householders or homemakers. They can be artists certainly as well. When I'm speaking with them and they're saying, but that blank page or canvas, well, what the spiritual practitioner and the coach does is they identify a sense of relief with that which you are resisting, just from a psychological standpoint, just to what is the gift that this blank page or canvas is giving to you?
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you mean? Well, let's just humor me. What do you like about that blank page or canvas? There's nothing I like about that blank page. And we're off to the races. And this can be an instantaneous healing, or it can be a healing that transpires in multiple demonstrations over years.
Yeah. And just knowing that within me is the power to create whatever I want. And even if it's just coming up with an idea, okay, I need an idea for a screenplay I'm writing, just go within and ask. And that infinite intelligence is within each and every one of us. The answers are already within us. We just have to know how to access them. And that's what we do as practitioners through spiritual mind treatments, through visioning, where you go within and you ask, okay, what is the highest good for me in this situation right here and right now? And you sit and you be still and just listen to that still small voice. It may come as intuition, may come as an insight, may come as an idea, or even something in your mind, a vision or an idea or words that come out of your mouth that go on the page. So you don't have that blank page anymore. But, we help you to connect as practitioners with the divine. Where is it? It's not out there. It's within you. And so we help you with the processes that we use to be able to go within and connect with that divine presence that knows all, sees all, is all, does all. It's within you. You know all,
As
see
you were
all.
saying earlier, we might ask the clients, well, we go within. They might go, I don't even really know what going within means. What do you mean? And that starts the conversation of what that internal awareness, going within, inspiration, intuition, intelligence, going within, looking to yourself and your own awareness as opposed to X, Y, or Z. Because oftentimes in the human plane, our clients will be looking, and our human beings, myself included, will be looking toward X, Y, and Z as the truth. And it's like, yeah, well, actually, that's not the truth. Let's see what the truth is. Go within. And then, as you were saying, Rich, and you were talking about visioning, right? We can bring another technique. What is your higher power's highest good that your higher power wants from you? Who are you to be or become in order for this experience to unfold? What do you want to embrace? What do you want to release? And is there anything else that spirit is asking of you or for you right now? That's a whole process you can take 45 minutes to an hour doing a visioning and just allowing yourself to hear the difference, to hear the internal awareness. And a lot of times, and here's where the thing about the spiritual coach and spiritual practitioner come in. A lot of times, look, I'm busy. I've got a very important life. I'm doing blah, 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 and I need help. Did you hear me say I need help? There's a limited belief there. There's a limiting belief that I need help. As dean, I go within, I determine I'm wanting to fulfill a divine desire, and then I go to my practitioner and we address that divine desire.
Yeah. Yeah. And just go a little deep here, but it's already done in the mind of the infinite. So we worry about it. And then when we release it and let go and allow it to just happen, it'll just come to us. Ernest Holmes was talking about a client of his that was a cartoonist. Every Sunday he'd have to write cartoons. And Ernest would ask him, well, how do you do that every week? And he said, well, I go into a room. It's an empty room. It just has a table there, pen and paper. And I just sit there and I wait. Sometimes I wait for an hour. Sometimes it comes immediately. But I just wait for the inspiration to come through. And all of a sudden that idea clicks in and he puts it down on paper and he's got his little cartoon for the week. But that's what it's all about. It's like just being still, waiting, asking, and then receiving. Asking, you shall receive. Seeking, you shall find. Knocking, it shall be open. There is no limitation to what you can create in your life. So just ask, seek, and open that door.
In The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes says, a practitioner consciously removes the apparent obstruction and leaves the field open to a new influx of spirit. He resolves things into thoughts, dissolves the negative appearances in the condition by recognizing only perfection. And now this is in all caps, and I'll finish with this. The practitioner must know and must state that there are no obstacles in the pathway of truth.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trained to do.
There you go. So, New Thought Tuesday's Inner Circle.
The inner circle.
Talk about it.
We're about to get into that. For those of you who do not know, thank you for sticking around for this live stream. Go to newthoughttuesdays.com and you can become a part of our inner circle. What you do is you speak with Rich and you discuss what the inner circle is about and how it might be a match for you. And then you'll talk about a monetization of that experience and you'll come in and join our inner circle, which is where we're about to go, which is all private and confidential. It's a group of people discussing the import and the depth and the going within, if you will, about the topic of the day. So come and join us. We're going to go there now. New Thought Tuesday's Inner Circle. Here we come.
Okay. See you there. Take care.